Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah. Brothers and sisters and all those listening in this blessed month of Ramadan, we ask Allah Azza wa Jal to enable us to benefit and be from those that carries on doing good deeds. Allah Azza wa Jal mentions in the Quran, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ولقد نصركم الله ببدر وأنتم أذلة فاتقوا الله لعلكم تشكرون. In this beautiful verse, we'll take the benefits of the last bits where Allah Azza wa Jal mentions فاتقوا الله لعلكم تشكرون. Fear Allah Azza wa Jal. And Ibn Kathir mentions, explaining this verse, fearing Allah here, Allah Azza wa Jal is referring to the mu'minun in the battle of Badr, i.e. to put forth good deeds. To do what? To put forth good deeds. In this verse, to put forth good deeds, i.e. meaning that one should try the utmost best to put forth good deeds in order for one to be able to benefit from what? To be from those that will thank Allah Azza wa Jal and be thankful to Allah Azza wa Jal. فَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. Fear Allah Azza wa Jal by putting forth good deeds. That's the first thing. So we take benefit from this verse that Allah Azza wa Jal is referring to the believers. And Ibn Kathir mentions, فَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. Yani hopefully you will be from those that are thankful. And what do we know? وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَ النَّاسِ لَا يَشْكُرُونَ. However, majority of the servants of Allah, we fall short in this, brothers and sisters, where we're not thankful for the blessings of Allah Azza wa Jal and His bounties that He has blessed us with. Just look at your eyes. You look at the fact that you have a brain, you're able to think, your hands, on all the blessings that Allah Azza wa Jal has given you. Okay? وَلَئِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ, as Allah mentions in the Quran. And if you thank me, then Allah Azza wa Jal says that He will give you more. So what's the meaning of at-taqwa? At-taqwa أن تجعل بينك وبين الله عز وجل وقاية. أن تجعل بينك وعذاب الله وسخط الله الوقاية. To put between yourself and Allah Azza wa Jal, yourself and Allah's punishment, yourself and Allah's wrath, a barrier. That's what you're supposed to put, a barrier. Put a barrier between yourself and that which angers Allah Azza wa Jal, so that you be saved and free from what would you be free from? You'll be free from the punishment of Allah Azza wa Jal. That's what you should do, brothers and sisters. Try your utmost best to realize that is the meaning of taqwa. And taqwa as well is also what? Taqwa is also being able to put something like a barrier, to put a stop, to have a husn, to have a fortress, a surrounding of a fence, literally to put a stop. There's a had, there's a barrier. It means whenever you go through, see it as something like where, for example, when you try to, that's why you see anything that's something as personal to someone, that's valuable to someone, they always put a fence. When you have a door, you have a house, why do you put a lock? Why do you close your door when you close your door and you put a lock on it? Why do you do that? You do that because whatever's inside your house or whoever's in your house is valuable to you, is loved towards you. Why do you do that? Because you care. So therefore, how about your Lord Jalla Jalalu? Why is it we're not putting a barrier between that which angers Allah and ourselves? So we can stop ourselves from what? لكي تترك من المعاصي, تبتعد من المعاصي, so that you can be far away from that which Allah Azza wa Jal has made impermissible, and تتقرب إلى أوامر الله عز وجل, أوامره, meaning that you get close to that which Allah Azza wa Jal has prescribed upon us by doing good deeds. So that's the meaning of a taqwa, that you put a barrier between yourself and that which angers Allah. That's number one. Number two, you put forth good deeds. When you put that barrier, it's going to lead you to doing good deeds, and also it's going to make you stay away and abstain from haram, all the things that are impermissible. So that's something that you have to bear in mind and realize, brothers and sisters. Now, فَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. What's the benefit? Imam Nasr al-Sa'di mentions in his tafsir of this verse, he says, يعني الذي يتقي الله عز وجل. من اتقى الله, whoever has feared Allah Azza wa Jal, فقد شكره. Then he has thanked Allah Azza wa Jal. And that's something you should bear in mind, brothers and sisters, because if you bear that in mind, then you realize and you know that بإذن الله تعالى, if you've done so, if you've been able to fear Allah Azza wa Jal by doing that which we've just said, then it means that you have thanked Allah. And also from the means of having taqwa, i.e. fearing Allah Azza wa Jal and being righteous, then it means also you have feared Allah Azza wa Jal and you have done good deeds, and it starts with the heart. Cleansing the hearts is something that's key. It's imperative for you to cleanse your heart. And you do this as well by having a tawakkul, having al-hub, al-raja, al-khawf, al-mahabba, al-istighatha, and all these other acts of worship that are based and lie in the heart, meaning you rely upon Allah Azza wa Jal. You rely upon Allah Azza wa Jal. You know that Allah says in the Quran, أَلَيْسَ اللَّهُ بِكَافٍ عَبْدًا. Isn't Allah sufficient for His servants? So it starts with the hearts. Okay, you put forth good deeds and it starts by the heart. And then, of course, that which is in the heart, يُصَدِّقُهُ اللِّسَانِ. As the ulama, they've mentioned, that which is in the heart, the tongue will what? Will be able to utter that which is in the hearts. Will be able to testify that which is within the hearts. So when you do that, you thank Allah Azza wa Jal. And when you thank Allah Azza wa Jal upon the tongue, what does your limbs do? Your limbs follow. Your limbs follow. From that which you've already testified and solidified in our heart, then your tongue has stated this, and then you act out the actual good deeds. And then with you bearing that in mind, brothers and sisters, you realize that it's imperative for you to know and for you to realize that the month of Ramadan is a month that should be utilized and used for both me and you and everyone else, all the Muslims, to better ourselves, to try our most best to fear Allah Azza wa Jal. Stay away from the phones, stay away from social media, stay away from everything that will distract you. Because why? ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب. ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب. Verily, within the remembrance of Allah do the hearts find tranquility and peace. And realize and know that the month, this could be my last Ramadan, it could be your last Ramadan, and we may not make it to the next one. So try and start off strong and carry that on all the way until after the month of Ramadan as well, and carry it on and carry on and carry on. Try to make benefits, and the way you can improve you having taqwa is by doing adhkar. Doing adhkar, saying astaghfirullah. Make it today a challenge where you start by saying 100 times astaghfirullah. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
كلية مدينة في لندن يجتمع اللغات مختلفة والجنسيات مختلفة والثقافات مختلفة لكي يطلب العلم.
Étudier l'arabe, les sciences islamiques avancées et le Coran n'a pas qu'enrichi notre connaissance,
pero también creado lazos de amistad para toda la vida.
Medina College 不仅仅是一个伊斯兰教学院，更像是一个多样的社区。
Tapi kami memiliki tujuan yang sama untuk memperdalam pemahaman kami tentang Islam.
Aqui nós aprendemos as nossas experiências e culturas.
So, help us grow, help us reach new edges of the world, and help us spread knowledge of Islam to the future generations.